100% Chelsea. Chelsea 3, Newcastle 1. Nico, mate, how you doing?
Respect to you, mate, for being out here and actually committing to the channel, because it's cold out here. But about the game, I have two minds about it. So, obviously 3-1's always great, good day in the office. Newcastle, well played. You know how to bore a stadium into submission. The people are complaining about the atmosphere today, but the atmosphere was reflective of what was on the pitch. That first half especially was... it was hard to watch, mate. It was dull. And that wasn't any discredit to us. That was just Newcastle playing a game of park the bus. But we broke them down, which is always good. You know, a few weeks ago, a few months ago, maybe when we were in our so-called blip, maybe that wouldn't have happened. We wouldn't have turned it around. So that's a positive take moving forward. I actually thought everyone's obviously raving about the obvious player, which is Eden Hazard, for obvious reasons, because he scored 2 goals. But I actually think our player of the game was Danny Drinkwater, mate.
He was fantastic today.
He was like an Energizer bunny. Everywhere you turn, he was defending, he was linking up attack, he was making runs. I actually think his runs were more incisive even than Alvaro Morata's at some points. Morata was brilliant. I'm not hating on him, don't get me wrong. Chill in the comment section. But he was a few times straying out wide, and I was thinking, mate, get your head in the middle of the box. We need you in the middle of the box, not dragging yourself out wide. Drinkwater was making some amazing runs, and he was everywhere. Everywhere you look, left, right, back, forward, he was everywhere. So for me personally, I'd give that to Danny Drinkwater. Do you mind if I make a bit of a controversial statement?
It's your fan cam, mate. Your funeral.
It's fucking my funeral, right? Willian, here we go again. The vendetta.
Shame Brandon's not here.
I know, right? No. I'm not. It's not a critique of Willian, but the criticism that Willian's come under in the last few weeks, right? Some of it I get, some of it I don't. Sometimes people won't even just open their eyes, and you know, one of the critiques is he doesn't give the finished product in front of goal. Yet when he scores, there's still critique coming in. Okay, I'm open-minded. Now let's take that same level of critique and apply it to, drumroll please, Eden Hazard. Think about it. This is supposedly... Hear me out. Your face just went, what did you just say? Hear me.
I'm listening.
He scored 2 goals today. If he was supposedly the best player in the league, which I think he is, I'm playing devil's advocate here, but if we're going to hold one player to a certain level of critique, we have to hold all the players to a certain level of critique. He should have been on more than 2 goals today. Now, I'm not taking anything away from the Newcastle keeper, because those saves were...
Darlow was good today.
Superlative. Darlow was incredible. You just get that little feeling in the back of your mind that if that was Neymar in front of goal or another player similar to Hazard, he would have been on 4 goals, not 2.
Neymar would be on the floor crying because it's the Premier League.
No, come on, don't be facetious. I'm being legitimate here. Hazard, and I'm only playing devil's advocate. I don't believe for a minute what the words coming out my mouth. I'm not critiquing Hazard at the moment. This is actually a throw out to everyone who's been critiquing players like Willian and certain other players. We don't need to go into the list, but this is a perfect moment to say, hold the whole team to the same level of criticism. Then it becomes an actual constructive debate, not sort of a one-way barrage.
Can I play devil's advocate to that argument?
Yeah, sure.
Willian's probably been held to a level of criticism because he has an element of his performance which he's proven he can do, which he hasn't quite been living up to.
Fair.
So, realistically, every single player on that pitch has a different level of capability.
That's fair.
So you cannot hold every player to the same. They can't hold all their feet to the fire because they're varying distances away from it. Do you know what I mean?
That's fair enough, but I wasn't saying hold them all to the same standard. I was saying hold them all to the same standard of critique. Critique is only based around the player's ability and what they can actually perform. So it falls exactly in line with what you've just said. We hold Hazard to that very high standard because, let's face it, he is the best player in our team. But now when it's applicable, let's criticise. But constructively. I'm not, again, cool it in the keyboard section, yeah? I'm not saying that I've got any hate for Hazard. I'm not saying he wasn't brilliant today. He was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. But let's be open-minded and actually see there's room for improvement there. That should have been 5-1, not 3-1, in my humble opinion. And I think, despite the keeper's brilliant saves, some other players might have put that away. And I know the comment section is going to blow up here.
Well, we won 3-1. That's all that matters, doesn't it? But,
it is. It's a good day. It's a good day. The point is moving forward, and Are the odds now for Man City to win 8-0 or for West Ham to win 1-0? Which is higher? Have you seen the odds?
No, what are the odds?
It's disgusting. It's something like 80-1 for Man City to win 8-0, but it's 90-1 for West Ham to win 1-0.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Moving on, we've got our 3 points for the weekend. Job done.